Idmi, Dwarvian Zaishanzu. So, we have come to our final video for Wolfenstein: The New Order. As I said earlier on the series, I mentioned that I was going to come back in and take a look at some of the things that I didn't look at because I thought it would take too much time, or I don't really know how you guys feel about, the reading of all the documentary stuff, but I told you I was going to take a look at it, and here I am. So this is just before I fought the last boss, the dreaded Totenkampf, and he was kind of a Sally. If I have any true judgment on his behalf, the entire lead up to it was not worthy of the final battle. Hell, the prelude battle was harder than the final battle. I just dumped all of the rockets I'd been saving up into him at long range, and there was nothing you could do about it. And I couldn't even see him half the time, and that, I don't know if that's a testament to my own ability or the lack of his skill in order to dodge. Whatever, take it how you will. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I got, maybe the overall, what I accomplished throughout my playthrough, and then my final judgment of the game, which I've kind of given bits and pieces here and there, but I'm going to sum it up here, and then we're going to move on to the DLC. What? Okay, notes and blah, blah, blah. Perks. I thought I was going to get many more of these. I started out my play, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get every single one of these because I can. I am playing BJ Blazkowicz. I can do this. And as you can see, I missed about half of them. But I was having fun. And that's a really important part, because I was actually having so much fun that I forgot that there were perks in there, even though I knew that the benefits were helping me along the way. Take that how you will. I mean, I got most of these within the first, 4 missions. The ones I missed were... Yeah, I didn't kill anyone from cover. I killed 6 people with a handgun. Yeah, I didn't even use a shotgun enough to say that that'd be even worth it. No, I wouldn't use that either, really. That would have been very handy, though. I strongly suggest you do this one if you are able to get the game and try it out. If you haven't already. I mean, the game's 4 years old at this point, so if you haven't played it by now, and you're not like me where it holds a special place in your heart, you're probably going to bypass it. So, that's what you got me for. I'll play all the old games. You let me know what you want to play, I'll play them. I love old games. Hell, I played the first level of my favorite game in this game, and that made me more happy than I've been in a long time. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let's go on here. Marksman, see, I haven't used the marksman rifle enough to say that would be worth it either. This is the one I wish I would have gotten, though. And it's, when you think about it, it's not even that hard. I spent half the game in overcharged health. I literally had to just grab, a taco and then stab someone, and I could have done this. All I had to do is 5 times. But, whatever. Hindsight, 2020. Dual wheel. Yeah, see, I didn't even try that. I started sliding at the end of the game. I was like, oh man, remember that they taught us how to do this sick move? And I just completely forgot about it and didn't realize that it'd be helpful. Nah. Alright, ammunition from loot. Yeah, that would have helped. There was definitely towards the end there, I was having some trouble keeping up with my ammunition. I was rotating through guns half of the battle. I'm like, oh god, do I have ammo in this one? Oh no, how about this one? I mean, I did that more just for fun, when I didn't want to waste my bullets. So, whatever. Ooh, see, yeah. With the reflection, reflecting off walls. I only killed 3 people with that? I mean, once you got the scope, though, there was nothing holding you back. All you wanted to do was just line up as many people as possible and be like, you know what? Blammo! Pentakill. I was actually close on that one. Man, probably 70 of those were in the first 4 missions. And then I, didn't dual wield again. Alright, last one. Grenade pop, meh. See, yeah, I remember calling that one. I'm like, that's the one I want, because how amazing would it be to just whip a grenade down the hallway and punch him in the face with it and kill all his friends? But, yeah, whatever. That would have been cool. They increase the explosion because the grenade explosions are very small, like surprisingly small. But whatever. Nah, I didn't really throw any grenades at myself. I mean, I don't know why anyone would. I mean, maybe for the dogs. Oh, you know what? There was that one time when I pulled the pin and the dog attacked me. It helped me out, but, you know, whatever. Eh. Oh, we're so close to that one. Oh well. Collectibles. Enigma codes. I didn't actually... Well, there's some of them I did pretty bad in. But... Did I actually finish any of them? The last chapter, look at that. Ha! Yeah. I wish they did something for you. I mean, maybe if you get all of them, it'll unlock a achievement, but I don't know. Letters. Ew, no. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed 5. That's not too bad. Gold. Oh, that's terrible. I did awful on that one. I thought I was really doing good too. Man, they just got that stuff hidden everywhere, don't they? I might have to play it again just to get the gold. Alright, concept art. Whoa. They must have been giving them out because there's no way no. It was probably unlocked. Yeah. What's this one? He's like doing stuff for people? I missed one in chapter 7. Oh, I missed one of the entire game? Really? Man. Alright. Oh well. What can you do? Records. There's only 3 in the game? No, they gotta be hidden or something. Nah. Health upgrades. I didn't do actually too bad on this one. I only missed what 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, 4. Man, I could have. No, hold on. Yeah, it was 5. Yeah, I was saying it has to equal up to 100 or 200. I mean, because there's no way that they would just do like 190. Like that, and if they did, they just piss me off because when it comes to numbers, I love. Yeah, that's a whole other issue. Like whole numbers, I'm a little OCD when it comes to numbers, and you'll probably catch on to that in the future. It actually helps with cracking code sometimes, though, because other people are like me. Unlike can you listen to the recordings? No? See, you should have listened to them in the game, I guess. Well, that's up. These are all the things you can do. Look at all the upgrades. Boom, boom. Alright, well. Nope. We're not doing that. Alright, so I guess it comes down to my final verdict of the game. Well, as you can already tell, this is going to be incredibly biased because I haven't been biased the entire game or anything. But overall, I think the game was paced well. It was paced well. I liked it. Every time it was paced well in an extent for progression, because like the perks and everything, you can kind of burn them out and as soon as you wanted to. As soon as you got the guns, you could have gotten those, and that's kind of nice. But I mean, it was very like moving from one section of enemies to another section of enemies. There wasn't a whole lot in between. Besides like the story sections where you like go talk to this guy, he's gonna tell you to go into that building, and then section of enemies. The interactions could have been better. I love the NPC interactions with like when you're walking through the prison. And the enemies interacting with your character is pretty good. I like that. Freaking Booby hiding in the vents. Oh, man, I wasn't expecting that one. But overall gameplay, it was solid. A solid shooter. It took me a minute when I first started playing because the mouse I don't know if it was using the speed accelerator or if it was just wickedly high. I remember turning it down, definitely. But when I first started playing that first level, man, that I was like doing 360s and barely moving my mouse. It was terrible. Uh but gunplay, man, it was pretty good. Um no, I definitely ran into some issues with it. That was my own doing. Switching between games and whatnot. You'll never be able to be perfect unless you play the game all the way through and like you really get a feel for it. But when you jump in between multiple shooters, and the guns will always act slightly different, unless they're in the same genre or not genre. If they're in the same like if they're from the same like production company, because they typically keep the same styles. Like the Halo games are almost always the same. Maybe a little sensitivity differences, but other than that, basically the same. Um, so it was good. Little modification needed, but good. Get a solid 4 out of 5 because nothing's perfect, but it was good. Difficulty, well, it was very easy early on, like very easy. And now I know I was playing stealth for a lot of that, and that really is hard to gauge difficulty, especially when they can look straight at you and not do anything. I know. I mean, BJ does look like the perfect Aryan race or whatever, as told by Fraulein, but Fraulein, ugh, that woman. Oh, hey, we never got our actual vengeance on her. I hope it's in the DLC or in the second one, because I want a piece. Not like that. But yeah, towards the end of the game, it really ramped up. When they introduced the shotgun, the modified shotgun troops with the ricocheting rounds, man, that was rage-inducing, and you definitely could tell. But the rocket guys, they were hit or miss. They were more for modifying the other units, because I mean the rockets did a lot of damage and you had to move, so you couldn't just hang out behind cover, wait for the shotgun guys to walk up on you, because that's what they always do. The robots, the ones that I thought would be the most difficult, however, were not difficult at all. And that's unfortunate. But, anywho, difficulty, easy at first, ramped up in the end. The final boss was a joke to an extent. I mean, I figured out the mechanics in that, and before I died the first time, which is not usually the case. Of course, yeah, I know I died. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, overall, the story was good. I like the story, and I really like the fact that it came down to BJ murdering himself. I mean, I hate to see him go, but man, I mean, he did his job. He's a soldier. You can't really expect much more out of us. Oh, BJ, you're a good man. Yeah. It basically sums it up. I mean, the stories are always a little bit different because I mean, who wants to play the same story over and over again? The whole idea, though, is always to get Totenkampf, like get him, kill him, defeat his army. But I was nice to actually see him, and I know there's a couple of the other ones you don't actually see him; you just see his lieutenants and generals and etc. etc. But in a game that is so based around the Nazi regime, and they showcase Hitler a lot, there's not a whole lot of him in the game. And they may have done that strategically, because, I mean, anytime you mention Hitler, I know some of you just did it, but you get that, like, oh, man, not this again. Like, I get it, Hitler's a bad dude. And then you get the other people who are like, dude, Hitler was awful. Don't even say his name. Don't. It's social suicide. But I mean, I see why they probably skirted that whole issue and creating their own fictional character for you to be focused on. I mean, when it comes down to, you gotta think Death's Head really was probably his like top general. So you take down him and a good portion of his army, maybe it would help. I don't know, but I'm not the developer. I can't get in their heads without actually speaking to them, so I can only speculate. But I mean, I guess it was a good choice for them overall, just to avoid all that flack. But yeah, I mean, It's a good game. I liked it. I'd probably give it like a solid 7.5. I feel like the enemies could have been designed better. They were very simplistic. The only thing that caught me off guard was those shotgun troopers and the ricochet rounds. Everything else was very generic. I mean, even the robots, you knew, like, shoot the red light, call it a day. And, like, all the soldiers are interchangeable, more or less. I mean, there was, like, the Air Force soldier that wore slightly different colored clothing, and then you had the standard soldier, and then you had the armored elite death squad. I mean, they're all basically the same dude. I would have liked to see some variation in them. That would have been nice. I mean, they were same character model every time. I'm good with a 7.5, maybe even 8. I'll push it to 8 because the story got me a little bit there. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. It was wonderful. It was nice to get back into like my roots of gaming. It was very enlightening, really. It was a good word for it because it made me reevaluate where I've come from and all the good games I've seen in the years and all the bad ones I've also seen. And you got to have that basis in order to truly be able to judge a game. But, I mean, it's all personal preference anyways. I mean, I'm sure many of you are going to disagree with me. Like, oh, this game was a 10 out of 10. Easy. And somebody be like, dude, this is a steaming pile of crap. But to each their own. I mean, you're all entitled to your opinion, and I hope you at least take mine into consideration if you want to play the game. I mean, I showed you a lot of the secrets, so you watch this and see it all that through. You can at least get a good portion of it, and then you can work from there, and you can see which ones you missed. Don't watch YouTube videos about finding the secrets. That's one thing that I wanted to point out too, is that I never watched any of the videos to find out where they were. I refuse to do that. And this is coming from someone who used to purchase the strategy guides for all the games when I played them with my dad. It would end up being like he would be playing the game and I'd be like reading. I'd be like, oh, just go left, right, and then go down the hole and then go up and you'll get like massive amounts of gold. That's not fun. I mean, you're following directions at that point, and games are meant to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Experience, not to be given commands to get through it. Like, unwind, get in there, get your hands into the game and go find those hidden little bits of lore and, you know, goodies, and maybe even find a weapon or two. I don't know the secrets of this game. Now that I've beaten, I'll probably go back and take a look and see if there's anything really cool I missed, maybe something I want to experience. But don't do yourself the injustice of ruining a game by looking it up. That's one of the things I feel strongly about. And if you stick with me through this and you watch some other games, I'm going to do the exact same thing when I do playthroughs. I'm not going to look anything up. Besides the crap I get from the game news that are like, hey, here's a secret right in the title. Sorry, spoilers, like 30 lines down. But for the most part, I try to avoid all that, and I want to experience the game firsthand and really get in there and see what I can do with it. But I actually want to take a moment of your time as well to kind of showcase what's going to be happening in the future. Like I said, I'm going to be playing the DLC. I might play it this weekend because, man, I am on a Wolfenstein kick right now. But so I got 2 more games in this series, the trifecta that is Wolfenstein currently. And I don't really know where I'm going to go from there. If I can garner some more interest and get some people to give me actual feedback, wink wink, nudge nudge, come on now. I'll take that into consideration, and I was thinking of maybe jumping into the Metro series. I played maybe about 5 hours of the first one. What was that one? It was Metro 2033, I think it was. And then the Last Light's the second one. Anyways, I like to play through those. The 5 hours I experienced with that was actually very good, and that was another great story. And it's a really cool concept, like just living in the subways. I don't know, that could be cool. And I love the fact that you don't know what you're gonna walk into. Like radiation can do crazy things to all the creatures of the world, and there's kind of like a hint that there might be something more in there. I'm sure many of you already know, but I haven't experienced it yet. So you want to watch me experience it for the first time? By all means, let's take that adventure together. A couple other games that I'm looking at right now. I might do some showcases of some early access games. There's one in particular that I love. It fits so perfectly with what I want to do, and I'm pumped about that. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna jump into the next one, and I'm probably gonna front load this weekend with videos like, hey guys, look at all the work I've done. Look at all these videos. Don't expect 5 videos in a weekend because I can't do that, but right now I can. But anyways, thank you all so much for listening to me rant. And I really hope that you come with me and we go on this adventure and we can really make something, because there's so many things that I want to do. And really, I mean, it's hard for me to say because I don't want to give anything away, but I also want to give you enough that, like, you know, you can relate with and you can, you know, really feel that I am being genuine. And that's hard over this without the camera. Oh, that's a point. I have a camera. I plan on using it. I really do, I promise. And the thing is, like, throughout this, you probably heard me changing the way I sound and whatnot. I use my hands a lot. I'm a hand speaker. Well, it's hard to do in games. Like when I'm watching videos and whatnot, or clips in the game, you'll see that. And I think I have a theatrical face. That's terrible. An emotional face, I guess you could say. I make faces when I talk. It happens. Whatever. But I think that might be a good move for me. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think so far. Please give me input. Oh, I cannot express that enough. Like, people all the time say, yo, give me input. Like, let me know how you feel about it. I really want to know, because I will take it to heart. Because I am, like I said, I'm here for you. I'm also here for me, but I'm also here for you, and here for me, and here for you, and blah blah blah. We got to do this together, and I want us to both be able to enjoy it. And I like making people laugh and just have a good time. And if I'm not doing that, then I want to know, because that's my goal. That's what I want to do. All right. Thank you for listening to me rant. I'm going to finish this up with BJ, you're a grand soldier, one of the greatest warriors of all time, and I salute you, brother. I hope to see you very soon, and I hope to see all of you very soon as well. Farewell, and I hope to see you on our next adventure.